All right, everyone. Um, it's Tuesday. This did not come in Monday, so it's Tuesday now. This is the water block. I think the next step is to put it on the board. I just cleaned up the processor. I don't know what I've shown, but I did put the fans in, backplate in, and the power supply. Disaster cables back here, but it'll all be organized. Only thing that sucks about this water reservoir is because I have to use Molex. So there's Molex here and then Molex here. Can't see, but only thing that sucks. And SATA doesn't give enough power, so kind of got to deal with Molex, unfortunately. So it's one more cable that I got to deal with on my fully modular power supply. When that would be one that wouldn't have to be hidden, but the full basement will be able to hide everything. I don't remember what I talked about last, but this whole build will be able to work. The graphics card will be able to fit. The graphics card is not as long as the motherboard, so it'll be fine. The problem is if I go any bigger with a different graphics card, because I'm going to. My 2060 will be sold, and I don't know what I want to buy. It's either a Vega 64 or a Vega 64 Frontier Edition, a Titan XP, or 6700 XT, which is probably the newest and best one. They're all under 350. I think the XT is like 350 maybe. The Titan might be 300, and the Vega 64 is about 200, 175, and the Frontier Edition is about maybe 300, 250, I think. I like the Frontier Edition because that's 16 gigs of HBM2 memory instead of 8 like the other, like the Vega 64. But all those cards, I believe, have water blocks that will fit in between here and here, I believe. Or if they won't fit in here, they will be able to fit if this is moved the fan length. So I would just move the fan to the other side of the front of the case, which I would figure out all this before buying a graphics card, because if I do that, this front panel will not work. This front panel will be replaced with a different one on Cooler Master's website, which I'll pull up in a little bit. I'll show a picture of it. I gotta find it on my computer. It's a different style, but the cases look identical, so I believe it should fit. I looked at the instruction manuals, and the picture looks the same for how it mounts on. Inside's exactly the same. Might be a little shorter because mine has the optical disk drive. But that's it. The dimensions were kind of weird. They weren't the same as my case, but that doesn't really matter, I don't think. I think the way they measured it is weird, so it's ultimately a game of if it'll fit or not. And if it does, I'll just swap panels and then use the other case with this front panel for an office build or something. Because this is very office oriented. Like, this reminds me of like a Dell Optiplex, which I've always kind of liked, both versions of them. My N200 reminds me of the newer Optiplexes, while this reminds me of kind of the older Optiplexes, but with a modern twist. I might pull up a picture in a little bit too when I show you the whatever I was going to show you, I forgot. But yeah. So yeah, I'm going to work on putting that on there. I'm going to do it off camera. It's a lot easier. And then slap it in there, and then I'll give you an update. Alright guys, so here's my computer with, this is the Optiplex I was talking about. Apparently this is what the newer ones look like. I did not know that. But the ones I was thinking of that the N200 looks like is probably this one here. I mean, it's not super similar, but the design is there, I guess. And this is what the N200 looks like. And that's the Optiplex. That was my old case, like 4 cases ago. This current case I have right now looks like kind of like this one. I mean, not, I'm looking at it right now, not really. I mean, the roundedness towards the top, yes, and that's really it. But that is a vibe I get. And then the case I need to get the front panel off of is the CMP 510, I believe. I have this option or this, not the 320, the 520, one of these up here. I like this one. I like the look of this one the best down here though. The 510. I think the one I have is right here. Well, no, it's the 300, but mine's a little taller, so that's the 300 and mine's the 500, so this is just micro ATX. But yeah, so There's another one. I'll show you. We're here, you know, whatever. The video's gonna be long enough. There's the one I have right here. Is the 500. I believe this one also is the similar if I wanted this front, but not. I don't know if I can fit fans in front of that one. I don't think so. It looks about as small as that one. But yeah. It's not really showing. But yeah, see how mine has the little things there for the where I have my grommets? Especially this one. This is the one that mine looks like because it has the optical disc drive and all that. So like I could like literally take these and probably like put them on top of each other in some software, Google Drawings or something, and they would match up. And their standoffs do, everything does. Like this picture, I could probably take this picture from all the other cases, stack them on top of each other, and then figure out for sure if it will fit. So I may end up trying that, but yeah. So they reuse the same case for like 4 different cases, which is probably the way to do it. It's probably cheaper, but yeah. All right, so I put the water block on there. It looks really good with all the silver. I gotta decide if I want to run the cable. I already ran it underneath here. If I want to run underneath the next one and go all the way up, or if I want to run it down here and out this way and then out through one of the grommets. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna take it out of here and run it to the side like that. I think that'll be the best. I'll probably hate myself if I do it this way, and then you can see it when you look at it. This is a little more discreet. My other case, I'll look at a picture, but I believe it came out here and I went up. But this one goes a lot longer, so we'll see. This the way I believe this plugs into everything falling into this. I think I'm not sure though, but this is going to actually go behind here. I think is how it's going to be set up. So I think tonight's project is going to get everything in there and then maybe run some tubes. I'll keep you guys updated as I run tubes. So come along for this adventure. Probably won't get it all done tonight because I have a bunch of tubes coming. I have some thinner tubes for up here and fittings for it, so it's not as thick walled, so it might be able to do the bend a little nicer because it's very tight bend. The other ones will be the thick ones still because I like that look. What else is coming? Fittings, tubing, and another squeeze bottle, I think, because I lost my nozzle for my squeeze bottle to get the water into here, and I'm gonna want one, especially with the bean back here. So yeah, stay tuned for the long video.